Greetings, everybody. Today I'm going to talk a little bit about Jupiter from the perspective of Vedic astrology, sidereal astrology, because everybody is due a blessing very, very soon. So on the 2nd of June this year, Jupiter is going to go into Cancer, where it's in its point of exaltation. And this means that for everybody, where your Jupiter is placed, whether it be the fourth house, the seventh house, and what houses it's got lordship over in your chart, this is going to mean some really amazing expansion. And the reason I'm making this audio video is that I believe also it's a precursor to some very deep spiritual developments that we're going to undergo in the following year. And I looked at the timelines a lot when I was writing my book, Dakini Weaving. And 2027, as we know, we're hearing this from so many wisdom keepers, so many prophecies around the year 2027. And actually, Jupiter is going to have a role to play in that. Jupiter is the great expander, the great benefic, the wise teacher. And it blesses us. It wants us to become more spiritually accomplished. It wants us to be on our Dharma path. And I think we've all been in a process of very deep transformation in the last few years. And for some people, that's going to continue. For others, they're starting to feel this sense of liberated expansion. So I am feeling it's a good thing to offer some readings to people to help you to understand and navigate what Jupiter is going to be shining its light on for you. And also to explain to you there's another blessing coming in June where Jupiter and Venus are both converging in Cancer. So this is like the two great teachers coming together. They're not necessarily the best of friends, but when they come together, it brings many blessings, expansion, a lot of beauty as well into our expansion. And I think that for people who feel like they've just been doing the hard work over the last few years, suddenly, for some of you, you're going to feel like a preview of something that's going to come into a deeper spiritual component next year. So I've been looking at the astrology of next year recently, and something one to watch is going to be the Jupiter Ketu meeting back in Cancer. Jupiter has a period of time where it's going to be sitting in its exaltation point here in Cancer. And this is going to be just amazing for everybody, especially as we've also got Saturn activating Pisces, which is meaning that many people are undergoing these spiritual processes. The job is not done. There's still quite a lot of Saturn in Pisces to unfold, and that will also bring karmic lessons, purification, transformation, and hard work. But I feel like it's time for people to understand the blessings and the little windows that are going to come in. Jupiter is then actually going to go forward to Leo for some time later in the year. Then it's going to come back. It's going to retrograde back into Cancer, where it's going to meet Ketu. And so there's a whole new spiritual upheaval, spiritual expansion that's going to take place next year. Because when Ketu and Jupiter meet, they are both very spiritually inclined. We would call Ketu the moksha planet, even though it's not really a physical planet. And it really wants us to liberate from samsaric muggles world crazy stuff. Okay. And I can see so many people are just at a loss with what's going on in the world that they see in front of them. And we all feel like we're ready for change. But what is real change? Real change is spiritual growth. And Jupiter is going to be meeting Ketu, and Jupiter really wants us to step onto our Dharma path. So we have these beautiful, beautiful transcendental seekers in an area where quite a lot may dissolve. Things that we were attached to may diminish. And for now, there's this moment of activation grace. And the beauty is that when Jupiter is in its point of exaltation, everybody is going to feel that in some way. And so I feel that with this year being Fire Horse year and a lot of unsteady growth energies, definitely we feel something's rising. It's actually very important for you to focus your energies where your expansion is going to be. Fire Horse can often lead people to do kind of silly stuff and race ahead too much. And later in the year, from around August, the energy of Rahu, the North Node, is going to be more heavily trying to incline us to practice, to try things out, to pilot, to test things. And that's what's going to lead to real expansion. So Jupiter being in a particular placement for you is going to help you to navigate these strong energies, because rather than putting your attention in the wrong place, if you're actually focusing the right way, you've got like a blessing, this kind of free expansion boost that can come to you. Okay. So if you would like to hear more, if you would like to get, I'm going to be doing short readings, and I will look at people's Jupiter. I'll also look at your chart and just see how Jupiter overall is showing up. Is it in your dasha periods? Where are you in terms of things like Jupiter return? And also, if you like, I will also do one of my special astrological divinations where I use special astrological oracle cards, which are programmed into the Vedic system. And then I actually work with your chart and the guides. And so these provide laser focus as to certain things, certain teachings that you might not see from the sacred science of the astrology chart. So these have been proving to be very, very enlightening to me, because it's just like, wow, it's so accurate. It'll show things that we've spoken about in the chart and it'll bring it to light further. So if you have a specific question about your Jupiter, or we want Jupiter's advice, we'll actually ask the oracles, the rishis, and the celestial bodies to speak through the cards and through my guides and through me then to then refine that, because we can show you what's showing up in the chart, but then the fine tuning, when we really tune in on special things that are idiosyncratic to you, to what's going on for you, this we can look at. And I've been loving doing this. I've been sitting on this for quite some time, but this alongside having someone's chart, it's not just a normal oracle reading, because we go in and out of your chart and it's like a dance with time. And I believe these sorts of things are what we need so that we make the most of the time we've got right now. Okay. These are really super affordable because I have been behind the scenes doing a lot of divination for many years, but I'm not so known for doing this, although I've been working shamanically around the world, that many people do know about, for a long time. I'm now just starting to share these gifts and these tools that I've spent many years cultivating the relationship with the oracles and the muses and the guides. And so if this speaks to you, super affordable at this moment, and please reach out. I'm making this on a Thursday because Jupiter likes that. I'm wearing yellow for Jupiter. And yeah, really want to help you make the most of these times so that we can co-create the causes and conditions to step into a golden age. Gracias, gracias, gracias. Ciao, ciao.